Welcome into the latest edition of Extra Time. We've been having a bit of 90s nostalgia today with Swindon.
It's like the History Channel.
It's like the History Channel.
The History Channel today.
Swindon Town in action in the FA Cup. We've got Aage Fjortoft and Stevie Nicol, Craig Burley here in the studio with me, Kay Murray, and we've got your questions.
Somebody told us, Stevie, that an old colleague of ours was at the game. Guess.
I know called Adrian.
Correct.
Adrian Healy.
Adrian Healy.
We can't confirm whether he was or not, but we were told that he was.
We can't confirm whether he was at the game, and he also can't confirm, Adrian, whether he was at the game.
Yeah.
But we'll try and find out.
He's a big Swindon fan.
A big Swindon fan.
Go. He just might have gone to the wrong place. He probably went to. He probably went to Manchester and realised it was in Swindon, probably.
Oh. All right, Stevie, first question is for you. Stevie, has Alaba been the signing of the season because of how well he has led the Real Madrid defence? He also came in without a transfer fee.
In La Liga, absolutely, no question. Listen, they've had a problem defensively for a long time. You know, Varane and my mate let a lot of goals in towards the end of their careers at Real Madrid. And I certainly didn't see this new partnership with Alaba in there being that much better. But I'll tell you what, they've been 100 times better. Militao made a mistake last weekend, but that's the first mistake either two of them have made for a long time. So, yes, I would absolutely 100% agree. In La Liga, yeah, the best signing, no question.
All right.
Go on, Jan. What's quite interesting with Alaba is that when you sign Alaba, you really get three players, because he can play left back, he can play in the middle as he does it now, and he can also play in midfield. And he's a great lad, and it's a great signing by Real Madrid to get him for free. But in this day, let's define free. I think he's not free to have there, but it's a fantastic signing for them.
Yeah, as we know, no such thing as a free transfer. Now, Jan, I need to explain a little bit about the next question, because Craig was a little annoyed yesterday, shall we say. Big surprise. So Ricardo Pepi, as you know, has gone to Augsburg.
Yeah. Well, hold on. Not just me.
Okay.
Stevie was annoyed by this.
Stevie was annoyed too. So Ricardo Pepi spoke to two of our guys here at ESPN, and they asked him if he'd spoken to Greg Berhalter about his move. And the guy said, why does this question always get asked if the player has spoken to the national team coach about a move domestically? So that's why this question's coming right. Jan, have you ever called the national team coach when considering a move?
No. No.
Has the coach ever called you?
You are talking to...
Yeah, I told you.
You are talking... Yeah. Okay. I'm glad. Craig Burley. That is going to be a thing for YouTube. I mean, the way you celebrate that. But no,
I don't get many wins these days, Jan.
I want a meme of that.
Yeah. No, but I'm just saying that I know where they come from, and they said it's maybe blah 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 blah. But I think it's as well to say it is also to underestimate a bit the club you're going to. You have to find the way that you want to play football, and the consequence is that you will be picked or not picked by the national coach. What I did with the national coach when he come to look at me in Vienna, I took him out to the best restaurant, but that's another story, Craig.
Well, that's different. But, you know, you didn't, when you were moving to Swindon, and then when you're moving to Swindon to Borough to Sheffield United, you didn't ring him and go, I'm thinking about going to Sheffield, I'm thinking about going to Middlesbrough, I'm thinking about going there. Stevie didn't go, I'm thinking about leaving Liverpool.
Might they have meant that has he rang you to congratulate you? Did you ever have that?
No, I know exactly what they meant. They meant, have you rang Greg Berhalter to discuss your move to Germany?
I'll tell you what.
No.
Tell you what, yeah. The Norwegian coach's wife must have been scunnered with that. Every time the phone went, she'd be like, "Hey, leave it. It's that Fjortoft again." Just forget it. He'll leave a message.
I do think it's in a very. I do think I've heard that. I have heard that terminology a lot in America since I've been here. with different players about speaking to the national manager. Oh, did you speak? What do you think? I think about making a transfer. Have you spoke to? There's a lot of input into speaking to, for some reason, speaking to the national manager here. As Jan said, when you play well, the national manager picks you.
Right.
When you don't play well, guess what? You don't get in the team. It ain't rocket science.
All right.
But Kay, I have a question to the boys. Stevie and Craig, how often have you said to a club when they talk to you, I have to speak with my wife first, talking about things that you say?
Zero.
Stevie?
Stevie,
Well,
come
to
on.
be fair, Jan, to be fair, that particular line is give you time line.
Yeah.
To think about what they've just offered you.
Yeah.
So rather than answer, they all accept that. So you can go away and go, right, we need to ask for more.
Yeah.
That's what that's about.
All the inside knowledge and inside tricks. All right, let's find about who you would like to be speaking to, because Jerome Ashkenazi said, if you're stuck on a deserted island, I'll start with you, Craig, which pundit would you want to go with you? And it has to be an ESPN FC pundit.
Which pundit?
Yeah.
None.
No, you have to pick one. You have no. There's two of you on this island. Who's the other person?
Well, it couldn't be a journalist straight away. I couldn't stomach that.
It's Stevie, isn't it? Come on.
Well, I don't know.
Spend Christmas with him.
Yeah, but
Can play golf with him with the bamboo shoot.
what golf? What's he
On a
going to eat?
deserted island.
What's he going to eat in this island?
You've got to
I mean,
make do.
he's going to eat me.
He's going to cut the greens and
mean,
he's going
he's
to cut
gonna-
the greens and all
He's
that
going to end
stuff.
up. I'm going to end up having to hide if I go with him because he's going to eat me.
I'll tell you what, I don't think Stevie's going to pick you now after you've just said this.
What?
Stevie, who do you want on the deserted island with you from the ESPN FC pundits?
Why would you pick him anyway? I would be lower than a snake's belly already without getting him to make me feel any worse.
So who?
Hey, you think I could listen to him all day going, do you think they've got any shepherd's pie on this island? Well, they've not.
Yeah.
Fish pie, maybe.
We've had that question before.
You've had it before. Did
Yeah.
you say Stevie before?
No.
Do you know what?
It would be a good TV show, a good reality show. You two on a desert island with Jan.
Yeah.
Are you just saying that because he's
I
here?
would definitely go with Jan.
No,
Is that
no.
because he's? Is that because he's like he'll do his Norwegian like I don't know.
No,
He'll,
but
well, he
imagine-
walks in the woods
imagine-
at 6 in the
He'll
morning.
do it. Hey,
He'll do anything for a fire or make a
Norwegians.
boat.
yes,
Norwegians.
Norwegians as a race, in my opinion, the ones that I've known, including Jan, I would imagine Jan can fish. I'm 100% sure he's an outdoors guy. So
I think
what I
that's
could
Stevie's-
do, I could get Jan. I'll get Jan to make me a hammock, and then he can go fishing and all that, and come back, and then he can light the fire, and then he can feed me.
So he can
Think about
fish.
But
Jan, don't pick
Yeah.
Stevie because he's going to put it all
I reckon
but first-
I reckon Jan could conjure a boat up in a day and a half on a deserted island.
on you. Jan, you've coming out really well from this question. Who are you going to go
I'm
for?
doing, but first of all, can you imagine going with Shaka Hislop? He would sleep all the time. That's point one. And you forgot one thing, Stevie. Norwegians, we got boats everywhere, so I will find you a boat. That is point two. But as we are History Channel today, I would have picked, if I can take a host, Kay, I would brought you 100%. Can you imagine us talking about the good old days at Borough? That would take
get
us
to
for
go.
ages. Yeah, you can go.
Thanks, Jan. Yeah, we would. We'd
Okay.
talk about the good old
Okay.
days at Middlesbrough
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
good days that
tell
are
you
coming
what.
ahead.
What good old days?
Hey,
You know who you could?
when Jan was there,
Just the old days.
there were
You
some
couldn't
good
take
days.
Jan.
All right.
There's no
Stevie.
way. There's no way you could take Dan Thomas, by the way.
No.
Imagine at night, every wee noise.
I used to live with Dan,
Every
remember?
wee noise, he'd be crying like a wee. Hey?
I used to live with Dan in Madrid.
Well, so you'll probably agree with me then. Every single noise, he'd be crying like a wee baby. You'd be like, ah, get off. He'd be like,
But,
oh.
but at least there'd be a lot. At least there'd be more food for you because you know. A little
Yeah,
beetle or
that
something would keep
doesn't
him
take a
going
lot
for
of
the day,
feeding.
wouldn't it?
Right, Ezio says, Stevie, how did you go about winning the dressing room when you were a coach? Can Rangnick do it in Manchester?
To be honest, you do it with common sense. You don't go around kissing people's backside. You make the training enjoyable. Listen, if you get a couple of results, that's big time as well. But you make training enjoyable. You have a good. You make it fun, but you also make it serious. And I guess most importantly of all, if you make sense and they actually agree with you and follow what you say, then you put all of those things together, and then you end up with a happy dressing room. And if you're lucky enough to get some good players, not just good guys, then you'll do well.
I think it's a good, but the good start there was with Stevie, because we've discussed this before, and I like the question because sometimes we're always talking about losing the dressing room. It's also important to win it, and footballers know straight away when a manager comes in. So if Stevie will come in, we will know straight away. Well, he won a lot of titles. That is good for him. Then we will give him the first chance, and so on and so on. So a lot of things to do, and I've said it before. Some footballers, they are so stupid, but when it comes to understand coaches and kind of see that they are false or good, we are very good at it.
All right.
Still thinking how we'd figure this desert island out, you know what I mean? 'Cause
I'm still laughing at Jan being able to do everything, like make a hammock, make a boat, get a fish.
Stevie's in the hammock, he's fishing. He's got a fish on the go, he's got a boat, he's got a fish on the fire, he's got a boat on the go, everything he's making, writing help in the sand.
We need a reality show, and then we can swap out the person each week and see how everybody fares.
Can you imagine that?
I'm an ESPN FC pundit, get me out of here, that's what we can call it. All right. That could be in the Maldives, he might get stuck there, like the Bayern players.
I'm
We do that every day.
on a desert island.
Yeah, that's brilliant, isn't it? You know that, Stevie? That Neuer and Martinez. Who is it?
Two of them.
Two of my Bayern players.
Hernandez.
Yeah.
Hernandez. I beg your pardon. They're stuck in the Maldives.
Not a bad place to get stuck.
Hey. Oh, I'm going to be another week.
Yeah. See you later. All right, Jan, which team's fall from grace has been the most shocking? Arsenal, Manchester United, Milan or Barcelona?
Also a good question. I would say in terms of spending money, having a plan for how to run a club, Barcelona, catastrophic. But I would say when I've seen the last week, if you ask me now, and you did, or the people ask me now, I would say that what has happened in the dressing room and what has come out of the dressing room, Manchester United, that is the most embarrassing thing I've seen for a long, long time. Imagine this being a club that had leaders like Sir Alex Ferguson's Brucey, Roy Keane and so on, and this comes out embarrassing. It's Benny Hill show.
Lastly, Jan, who's the best Norwegian player to play in the Premier League?
Oh, that is quite easy. Very, very easy.
Solskjaer.
Exactly. Now, Now, Solskjaer would be there, but there is a player who is a bit underestimated when we discuss that, but from different reasons. But Jon Arne Riise had a fantastic career at Liverpool. He did very well, won the Champions League, lost the final there, and so on. So he did fantastic. So he will be absolutely up there, Jon Arne Riise for Liverpool.
All right.
Lars Bohinen was a good player. It's been a lot of good Norwegian players.
Decent ones.
Decent.
Alfie Haaland, captain of Manchester City.
Haaland, Frode Grodås, Big Erling, Jonsson. It's been a lot.
Yeah.
Will there be another Haaland?
Brede Hangeland.
Yeah. The list goes on.
I'll show me age. Aage Hareide.
Yeah, Aage. Hey, Stevie, that is my mate since I was 12 years of age. Aage Hareide, he's a living legend. First Norwegian, and the first Norwegian was Einar Aas with Brian Clough at Nottingham Forest. Then we mentioned all of it. Einar Aas.
Okay, what's actually happening?
Say hello to Big
It is the History Channel, but
say hello to Jimmy for me. Say hello. Who is it? Say hello to Aage for me.
Charlie Chaplin, yeah, my dad knew him.
He's passing messages on now in FC. Say hello to Jimmy.
Say hello to Moses. Stevie and Jan are actually setting up a Norwegian Appreciation Society, if I can get my words out. That's the end of the show. You can go and join it. I'm sure there'll be details
Can you imagine
soon.
us touring the desert island and Stevie's going, hey, say hello to Big Egg before we get out of here. Before we get out of here.
Thanks
Say
so
hello
much
to-
for being with us and for your questions. See you again tomorrow.
Oh, boy.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.